Good morning! Welcome back to another episode of the Hope broadcast. This morning we're going to talk about roots. Very important topic. Our scripture this morning is found in Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 30, and it simply says this: "The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he that winneth souls is wise." The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life. Now, I want to talk about a couple trees, or bushes, or plants, however you want to look at it. A little parable for you. Now, here in the area that I live in, we have a tree/bush called the alder bush. And it grows everywhere there's a cutover. Everywhere there's a place for it to get a hold on, it just goes up everywhere, all over the place, and it covers ground quickly. It grows fairly tall quickly, and it hides the ground and can sometimes kill off the grass. And then there's also another tree that is very famous in Canada, and that is called the maple tree. I want to use these two trees, if you will, as an example for us to think about today. The alder bush, as I said, grows everywhere. It fills the sides of the roads, and every couple of years they got to take big machinery and clear them away, and then in a few years they got to do it again. And it causes a lot of trouble, and so on and so forth. But here's the thing. The alder bush, although it grows quickly and can cover a lot of area quickly, doesn't have a great root system. You can almost take a fairly large alder bush, like 6-8 feet, and reach down by the root system and almost pull it out by your hand without much help. If you had a hook and a chain with a quad or a small piece of machinery, you could easily clear a lot of land quickly, because the alder bush doesn't have a really good root system. It doesn't go down very far. On the other hand, we have the maple tree. It takes several years for it to grow into maturity, and as it grows, the root system is almost as far down as the tree is up. And it stands all by itself most of the time. And if you're a crafty kind of person, you can actually tap the tree and get the lovely sap out of it, and you get sustenance from that. Now, maple trees don't often, they grow up a little bit together, but they're not bunched together like the alder tree. Maple tree here and a maple tree there. There's lots of space in between. They don't kill off the grass underneath. They make a nice place for animals to rest, or humans if they want to have a picnic under them, or you can tap it in the spring of the year to get some sap out of it. What is the analogy I'm trying to say? A lot of people today are here and there and everywhere, but their root system isn't actually down very far. So when crisis hits, they're wiped away. They don't have anything to offer. They don't have anything to give. And they fall on the wayside because their root system and the ability to give something back is not there. On the other hand, those that are like the maple tree are few and far between, but they do stand tall. In the time of crisis, people can come and take shade under them. People can come and receive a life-giving syrup from them. So my question this morning is, who are you? Is your life filled with chaos and clutter, and you're torn this way, and you're torn that way, and you're torn this way, and you're always going and going and going and going and going, and yet you don't seem to get anywhere? Then you're the alder. On the other hand, do people come and ask for help from you? Do people trust you? Do people respect your opinion? Do people get, quote unquote, life from you? You're like the maple tree. I want to be like the maple tree. I don't want to be like the elder. I have been the alder bush. No good for anything, but into everything. And so I've changed, and I'm still changing, because I want to become the best, quote unquote, maple tree that I can be. I want to be able to produce the most amount of, quote unquote, fruit or syrup that can be offered. I want to be a good shade. I want to be a good shelter. I want to be something that people can trust in. How about you? As I bring this episode of the Hope broadcast to a close, I want you to really consider who you are. What are you like? Are you twisted and torn all over the place? Or are you solid and firm? No matter the circumstance, you can weather the storm. That is a choice you have to make. That is the decision you have to follow. And you can change. And you can become that place of rest, that place of sustenance. God bless you. Have an amazing day. And I will see you back here on the next Hope broadcast.